Hi everyone, Lee Magpie here, and today the UK's finally got the new Jurassic World Dino Escapes Wild Packs, Shrinkasaurus, Rhamphorhynchus, and the Mononykus, right? And all three of these was randomly in Asda, so it's really good that the UK's finally getting these toys. They retailed for, I think it was £10.99. And I didn't get the Green Raptor because there's these three and then there's one more and that's the Green Raptor. I didn't get it because we've had quite a lot of Raptors and I've already got like a Green Raptor, so I didn't get that one. But it did look really cool. But if they come out with some other Raptors what are a bit more unusual, then I'll get my hands on them. But these three look absolutely awesome, and this is the first time we're getting a new species of dinosaur of this species from Mattel. Obviously, it's not a new species altogether, but it's a new species what Mattel's come out with. We've had the Rhamphorhynchus. I think we've had it. This will be our third one, but I didn't get the second one because I thought it was quite similar to the first one, other than the wings are yellow and then the other one's red. But I really, really love the coloured scheme of this one, so I had to have it. And then this one is our second one, and the first one was more like a blue colour. This is a red colour. So I might do some comparisons, I might not. But all the packaging looks really nice with the sunset and the broken down fence. There's not really much changed with this Dino Escapes packaging. And yeah, I'm so sorry that it's been so long that I've done a Jurassic World review, but the Jurassic World toys have not been coming through very much in the UK. And I've actually got another Jurassic World toy I want to do a review on as well. So if you like Jurassic World toys or toys in general, please like and subscribe to my channel. But I thought because these have been out for a while, I'd do a review on all three of them instead of doing them individually. So yeah, packaging looks really nice. On the back of the packaging, it just shows you that it's compatible with the Jurassic World Facts app. And I always show the scan codes on my reviews so you can pause away and scan it away into your app. And these are finally out in the UK from Smiths. No, they're going to be out in Smiths soon. I think they might be already out. You can have them delivered to your home. And then these are also out in Asda and where else? And the Entertainer. So you will be able to get your hands on them soon. And I don't know why the UK's took a long while to get these out. But we finally got them now. And I'm just going to stop going on. And yeah, I'm going to get all three of them out the packaging. So everyone, I've got all three out the pack and all of them look absolutely awesome. But because we've kind of seen these ones before, I kind of want to do the Shrinkasaurus first. I hope I have pronounced that right. But yeah, overall, I think this dinosaur looks very cool. It looks very unusual. I absolutely love the coloured scheme with this dark chocolate brown. And then it's got like this mustardy, like this mustard yellow. On camera it's coming off a little bit bright, but it's actually a little bit darker. But yeah, overall I think it looks absolutely awesome. I really love the details and the crease details in the body. And when I very first saw the photos of this dinosaur, I didn't like it because I didn't know much about it. But since I've done research on it and looked at loads of fossils and like art of what it may or may not have looked like, it looks very, very cool and unusual. And it's got kind of like a four-legged dinosaur. Well, that's obviously what it is, but it just reminds me of like a lion with the colour scheme a little bit. And the way it just like stands reminds me that it'd run quite quick. But I don't know, obviously we're never going to know. But yeah, and it also reminds me of them like demon looking dog things from, oh, what's it called? Ghostbusters. I know you're all going to call me in the comment section for saying that, but it kind of does remind me of that with the horns and the way it just stands. And if it was all in black, it'd look really cool. But yeah, overall the face sculpt looks really nice, and it's a very detailed figure. But as you can see here, let me just focus it in. You can see it's got a really nicely painted orange eye, some really nice indivots around the nose area and around the mouth, around the eye, sorry. And you can see these really nice little bits of like scale detailing. And then at the bottom of the jaw, it's like a cream colour which spreads down to the neck. And then the horns are really nicely sculpted as well. I've actually got another one of these because I think it'd look really cool in pairs. And for photography, which you won't follow me with, by now, I have like an update on reviews and photography, and that's on my Instagram, which is Liam_Magpie. So follow me on there and you'll see updates of my upcoming reviews, or just some really cool photography, or new figures what I might be getting launched very soon. So I'll tell you what I'm getting released very soon. But yeah, back to the review. And yeah, the face looks really cool. It looks really menacing and quite creepy looking. And my favourite bit of the full figure is, I'd have to say, these crease detailing. As you can see here around the neck, you can see it really nicely done. I think that's such a nice added little detail of some crease wrinkle detailing here, and then the sides are the same. And then you can see that in the colours, it's got obviously this chocolate brown with this mustard colour, and then this freckling, which Mattel's quite known for doing on these figures, as you can see there. And yeah, the horns look really cool. They're the same colour as the teeth, just pop out a little bit there. And then the rest of the body is just like got quite a bit of muscle definition in the legs and in the arms here. Well, legs, arms there, in some nice bits of crease detailing. They've added quite a lot of work. They haven't painted the claws. Sometimes that bothers me, sometimes it doesn't. And this is the other side here. The wrinkle detailing and crease detailing on this side as well, and a little bit going down the end of the tail. And I absolutely love the dark chocolatey brown colour. It really complements this mustard colour really well. And then on the top of its back and the top of the neck, it's got these like little risen bumps and some really nice scale detailing. They're quite smooth but textured at the same time. And they haven't joined all of this brown down to the tail, but Mattel's known for not always doing that. But it would be kind of nice if they did, but at the same time, it still looks really good. But yeah, these little bumps go all the way from the end of the tail all the way to the top of the head. And it's just got quite a lot of detail. It's just such a nice figure. And then the articulation is, you can move the head that far down, that far down, that far up, side to side, and it can pretty much just go all the way around. And I like how the joints once again are like blending and is like in this nice chocolate colour, and then the bottom of the neck is in this mustard colour. So I like how they've done that, and it's got some really good posability in the neck overall. Oh, sorry for the camera moving. But yeah, it moves really smooth. And that's why I got another one, because I think they would look really cool as pairs. And then you can articulate the jaw as well. Oh, can articulate the jaw. And then you can see the other teeth there, and then just a little bit, you can really push it quite far open. And it's got some really nice gum detailing and detailing in on the tongue. And then this cream colouring spreads a little bit on the neck. And yeah, you can move the legs pretty much back and forth like that. It reminds me of like it could run real fast, but I don't know. And then you can move the legs pretty much going all the way around. And then the tail doesn't move side to side, but it does swivel. It's known, Mattel's known for doing that with these wild packs or attack packs. But it would have been quite cool if they could move it side to side. And yeah, overall, an absolute amazing figure. So there is the scan code here. So you can pause away and scan away into your Jurassic World Facts app. And there is the Jurassic World symbol there. But yeah, overall thoughts. It's great that we've got a new figure from Mattel. And a new species, and so that's obviously 10 out of 10. The coloured scheme is 10 out of 10. It's very unusual and menacing looking, so obviously I'd give that 10 out of 10. And the articulation, standard, but enough. You can get enough out of it for some really good posability and play purposes, and just to look cool there on its shelf for photography. So I say that in my videos all the time, but I like to give you my full thoughts on it. And yeah, I give everything a 10 out of 10. I absolutely love this figure. So very well recommended. It's very different compared to other dinosaurs we've had in the past. But next I'm going to do the Rhamphorhynchus. I'm hoping I pronounced that as well. Right, but why I chose this one is because I really thought, I didn't get the red and green one, but I did get the yellow and green one because they was quite similar, and other than the wings being a different colour, but this one really caught my eyes. I absolutely love dark colours with always like a pop of yellow or a pop of orange, and that's why I gravitated to it. A bit like the Dimorphodon, they did a dark bluish one with yellow stripes, and I really love that as a coloured scheme. But this one looks absolutely awesome. So obviously you can see it's got a pop of orange at the top on the beak, pop of orange in the wings, and then it's got this like really light grey colour, which is more like I don't know, it's like just a whitey cream grey colour. And then I like how it's got this like fade on the tail in this like black blue colour. I think the actual tail is black, but the wings are dark blue. So it's also got like one more colour at the end of the tail. So the tail is sculpted quite nice. It just looks like little feathers. And then it's just got like this little bit of ombre fade going throughout the tail there. And then the wings, I've got these really nice textures. I know we've seen this before, but some people might not have known much about this. So I like to review everything like it's the first time we've seen it. But you can see it's got some really nice scale detailing. And it just pops into this like grey colour, and then a pop of orange scattered throughout the wings. And the same goes for this wing. I like that little bit of detail in there where it looks like you can see the bone in the wing. And yeah, just looks absolutely awesome. I just think it really complements each of the colours. And then I really like there's quite a lot of details in the back. As you can see, it's got these scale details in the back. And the only bit what looks like it's got feathering is the end of the tail. And then the face sculpt is, everyone seems to have a love-hate relationship. I really like it. I can see how people can be a bit annoyed with it a tiny bit just because of the teeth looking a bit janky, but that's just a bit like how it was. And they couldn't do them real sharp because obviously young kids want to play with these type of figures. So, and they all love dinosaurs, so yeah. But the eye is really nicely painted. It's got this striking orange eye, which complements the beak really well. And what I really like about the beak area is when the orange fades and it does like an ombre effect fading into the top bit of the head. And it's just got quite a nice little bit of detail going on in the face. And then the underneath of the belly is just this nice creamy grey colour. And yeah, and then there is the scan code there. So you can pause away and scan away. I like this one as well because it's a very light figure as well. So it's really good to do for photography like that. So you can make it look like it's gliding. And it's got some really good posability as well for a small figure like this. Because majority of the, what they're called, I forgot what the name's called. The Pteranodon figures, they can't move the legs, but these ones can. The battle damage Pteranodons there can move the legs, but for a small figure they've actually made it so you can move the legs on this one and the Dimorphodon. And the battle damage flying reptiles, they're the three out of the other ones that can actually move the legs. There is actually another one, but I can't remember its name. But yeah, can move the legs like that. You can, the wings are on a swivel joint, so you can move them like that, and you can just flap them up and down and do some really good gliding, flying motion. And the one of the smallest reptile beds. On the top of the head on man, it's actually got like a little blemish, as you can see there. But yeah, the wings move really, really smooth. There isn't no articulation in the tail, but you don't need a lot. The jaw can open that far as well. And you can close it and open it however you please. And then the head is on a swivel joint, and you can actually move it that far up and that far down, and you can make it look like it's looking for prey going across rivers, and it just looks absolutely awesome. I think it's such a lovely coloured scheme. It's my favourite up to now out of the Rhamphorhynchus family, and it's definitely worth adding to your it's definitely worth adding to your collection. It don't stand real well, but they're better off in the sky anyway. But yeah, the review on this one's done. I just want to do my overall thoughts. So my overall thoughts is absolutely brilliant articulation. The sculpt is absolutely amazing as well. I give that a 10 out of 10. And my favourite bit is the coloured scheme, which is the reason why I wanted it the most. And yeah, it looks absolutely awesome. I just really love the darks and pops of orange on this coloured scheme. And I hope they do some more dark typey dinosaurs or flying reptiles, because I just think they look absolutely cool. So yeah, next on to the last one. So everyone, this is the last one, and this is the Mononykus. I'm hoping I have pronounced that one as right as well. All these dinosaur names get quite confusing. But this one is, to be honest, my least favourite just for the coloured scheme. But I do really like the coloured scheme, but I prefer the first one to this one. I just think it looks a bit lacklustre, like where they've added the paint on the teeth on this one, they've not added the paint on this one. So I am going to do a comparison to show you what I mean. And then so they've added the paint on the teeth on this one, but not on this one. But they've added the paint on the bottom bits of the feet on this one, but on this one. So for people who've never seen this figure before, here is the face sculpt up close. and it just looked really, really nicely done. I'm glad that they've added the paint on the teeth because they look a little bit more clearer, and this is one of the fewish ones where they've actually added a little bit of feather detailing. So as you can see here on its arms or its little talons, they've got some nice little feather details there, and on the tail here. The coloured scheme is probably one of my least favourites because I always think like bird looking type of reptile birds or dinosaurs should always be a bit more like brighter, a little bit more not brown. I think it needs to be, it's hard to explain. Like I like colours like dark greens with blues and greys. Them sort of colours I really like. But I do kind of like it. If I was to give just the coloured scheme a scale to 1 to 10, I'd give it about a 7. But here is the face sculpt up close. So as you can see, it's got a little bit of scattering of white around the eye. Like it's like a grey, a bit like the Rhamphorhynchus, that kind of colour around the eye. Nicely painted eyes as well. That one's a tan a little bit off, I think, but this side looks really nicely done. And then it's got like this blood red colour on the top of the head, which fades into the back. It's really hard to tell because orange, like a red colour, or like red and brown, or like red, orange and brown, sometimes they can kind of blend into each other. But still overall got quite a lot of detail. So it's got some nice scattering of like pebbly kind of texturing on the back, and then going around the legs, kind of like a big turkey if you want, or like an ostrich. And then it's got a little bit of like rib definition in the corner here, and then just a little bit of scattered of red there. And then obviously I showed you the arms of the talons. They've got like a bit of feathering detail, and a little bit of that grey colour underneath the chin. And then with the tail, it's got feathering on the feather detailing on the tail, which is quite nicely done. And I actually like the tail a lot because it's got these like that grey colour going throughout, like stripes, which just adds that little bit more detail to the actual paint scheme itself. And then the legs have got detail in them, but they're quite boring, if I'm honest. They're just one colour brown. Lots of detail, like crease detailing around the legs, and then a bit of muscle and pebble detailing on the legs there. Some nice little bit of texturing. And then there's the underneath of the tail there, just in brown. And yeah, so it's kind of like the articulation's quite standard. It's got the same articulation as obviously the first one, and the Gallimimus, it kind of reminds me that of the articulation, so it can move its head that far down, that far up. It can move its little talons or arms like that, and then it can move its legs like that and do like a really good running action, and also a swivel on its tail, which is a bit pointless. Like I think that should have been able to move like that, but still it's got enough articulation for what it needs to do. So, but overall it's my least favourite out of the new releases of the wild packs. And this is, one sec, this is the scan code there. Got little bits of fluff on there, one sec. So there you go, there is the scan code there. So pause away and scan away and add it to your app. But yeah, this is my little comparison with this one. I absolutely love the first one. The colours are a lot better, and I really like the yellow on the feet. I've actually got 5 of these. because I didn't think that there was ever going to come out with another colour of this one. So I am going to have to buy another orange and brown one, red and brown one, sorry. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to buy another one just to mix it in and blend them in a bit better, because one red one in the background wouldn't look very good, because I have an actual Jurassic World room what's on display, and these two together just look a bit odd, so I'd have to buy obviously one more just to blend it in a little bit more, or maybe two more. But yeah, I really wish that they did the yellowing on the feet on the brown one, and I really wish that they added the paint details on the teeth on the like blue and grey one. And then this one looks like a little bit like it's got like a turkey neck. But I absolutely love the coloured scheme of the first one. It just looks really, really nice. But the second one still looks really nice. It just looks a bit turkey-ish, if that makes sense. And this one's got a really nice feather and detail as well. But that one's just got a little bit more on that tail. So it's whatever you want to make it. I like them both, and I think they'd look good in photography. I've just got a few more of the red ones to blend in with the grey ones. So overall, my overall thoughts on this one is coloured scheme, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. Coloured scheme, sorry, I'd give around a 7 out of 10. The articulation, 10 out of 10. You can't really do much with the articulation, can't expect more. And yeah, that's it really. Coloured scheme 7 and articulation 10. Looks absolutely cute. But yeah, I am done with this review. I absolutely love all three of them, even though that one's my least favourite. And I'd still recommend it if you are keen on the other coloured scheme, or if you're just a Jurassic World collector like me and you want all of them. I don't tend to get every single one of the figures ever, but these three, I really wanted to just get some more Jurassic World reviews done, and I actually genuinely really liked this line of wild packs. It's hard to stand that one, so I'm going to have to just try and... I'll just lay it down here. Oh. But yeah, I am done with this review. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more toy related stuff and more Jurassic World stuff. I do a mixed range of toys on my channel as well, not just Jurassic World. And I'm sorry that it's been a while since I've done Jurassic World toys, but for some reason the UK has been a bit hit and miss with getting these toys out. But I have actually got another Jurassic World review coming up soon. So please like and subscribe to my channel. Hit that alarm bell for more toy related stuff. And follow me on my Instagram, which is Liam_Magpie. And I will see you all on the next one. And go get your hands on these, because they will be out in the UK properly soon. They're already out in Asda, so go get your hands on these. And I'll see you all on the next one, guys. Bye.